In the midst of uncertainty and turmoil, when the world around us feels chaotic and unstable, we often find ourselves yearning for a leader who embodies hope, righteousness, and justice. This longing is not new. It has echoed through the ages, manifesting in the hearts of people throughout history. The book of Isaiah speaks profoundly to this desire for a government that transcends human limitations, a government led by a king who is not just a ruler, but a source of security and peace. Before we continue, just a reminder to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and hit that notification bell. By doing so, you'll stay connected and up to date with future content. Now, let's continue delving into Isaiah chapters 32 to 33 and the message God has in store for us. Isaiah, a prophet in ancient Israel, lived during a time when the people were grappling with the failures of their earthly leaders. The alliances made with Egypt to fend off threats were futile, and the rebellion against Assyria only led to despair. The complacency of the people was palpable, and Isaiah called them to awaken from their slumber, to recognize the impending danger. He urged the women of Jerusalem to prepare for lamentation, a stark reminder of the consequences of misplaced trust in human governance. As we delve into Isaiah chapter 33, we see the stark reality of diplomacy failing. The people had placed their hopes in political maneuvers and earthly powers, but these efforts crumbled under the weight of Assyria's might. The narrative reflects a familiar theme in our own lives, the disappointment that often accompanies human authority. How often do we look to leaders, political, social, or even personal, hoping they will guide us to safety and prosperity, only to find ourselves let down? In this context of despair and realization, Isaiah introduces a promise: a coming king who will reign with justice and righteousness. This king is not merely another earthly ruler, but a divine leader who will usher in a new era. Isaiah paints a picture of a government characterized by understanding and equity, where the needs of the vulnerable are met and the oppressed find refuge. He speaks of a time when the Spirit will be poured out from on high, transforming the landscape of society. In this new era, prosperity, justice, peace, and security will flourish. Imagine a world where the values of compassion and justice reign supreme, where the needs of the marginalized are prioritized, and where every individual is treated with dignity and respect. This is the vision Isaiah sets before us, a world governed by the principles of God's kingdom. The coming king, who is both the son of David and God himself, embodies these principles perfectly. This king is Jesus Christ. In Isaiah chapter 33, verse 22, we find the heart of the message: the Lord is king. This declaration is not just a statement of fact. It is a profound truth that invites us to place our trust in God's sovereignty. When we acknowledge the Lord as our king, we are reminded that his reign is characterized by unshakable righteousness and unending mercy. He is not a distant ruler, but a present help in times of trouble. His kingdom is not of this world, yet it impacts our lives profoundly, offering us hope amid uncertainty. As we reflect on Isaiah's words, we are called to a deeper understanding of what it means to live under the reign of the Lord. In Isaiah chapter 33, verses 5 to 6, we find a beautiful promise. The Lord is exalted, for he dwells on high. He will fill Zion with justice and righteousness, and he will be the stability of your times, abundance of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. The fear of the Lord is his treasure. This passage emphasizes that true stability comes not from human governments, but from recognizing and revering God as our ultimate authority. The fear of the Lord mentioned here is not a fear that paralyzes us, but a reverence that draws us closer to him. It is an acknowledgement of his holiness and majesty, a recognition that leads to worship and awe. In this fear, we find our treasure, not in material wealth or political power, but in the richness of knowing God. He becomes our refuge, our strength, and our guide. As we engage with these truths, let us take a moment to delight in God. In the busyness of life, it is easy to overlook the simple joy of being in his presence. Take a deep breath and reflect on the goodness of God. His promises are not just words on a page, they are living truths that shape our lives. Spend time in prayer, thanking Him for His reign in your life, for the security and peace that come from knowing Him as King. Allow this day to be infused with the awareness of God's sovereignty. As you navigate the challenges and uncertainties that may arise, remember that the Lord is your King. He is not only aware of your struggles, but is actively working in and through them. His kingdom is one of hope, and as you seek Him, you will find the treasures of salvation, wisdom, and knowledge. In a world that often feels divided and uncertain, let us hold fast to the truth that the Lord is our King. May we live in the light of His promises, allowing His justice and righteousness to guide our actions and interactions. As we delight in Him today, let us carry the hope of His kingdom into our communities, reflecting His love and grace to all we encounter. The reign of God's King is not just a future promise, it is a present reality that transforms our lives and the world around us. If this message resonates with you, take a moment to praise our Lord. Type, "Glory to Yahweh," in the comments as a declaration of praise and glory to our Father for His infinite love, mercy, and patience for us. God bless you.